Hey folks, I just want to illustrate something that I found a little confusing when I was first setting up Conda with PyCharm. So let's say you go into Project Interpreter and you want to add a new Conda environment. I'm just going to name this testmyenv. When we hit OK, you'll see this actually takes quite a long time to load, but we'll give this a second. And once this is done, you see everything looks good here. We've got our testmyenv bin Python. But if you look at the Conda instructions for creating a new environment, they say to just do this, right? Conda create -- name myenv. So let's do that. Conda create -- name. I'm going to call this WTF just to illustrate. But you'll see that this happens suspiciously quickly. So if we go back into PyCharm and we try to add an existing Conda environment, I browse through here to Anaconda 3 environments, you'll notice that this WTF folder is basically empty. I don't really have anything in it besides this Conda meta folder, whereas if you open up the testmyenv that we created earlier, there's this bin folder. I've got, all this stuff in here. So what's going on? Well, basically, it took me a while to figure this out. It's a little confusing, but when you just run conda create -- name WTF, you're just creating an empty Conda environment. You're not loading any Python interpreters, you're not loading any packages, it's just using the default of whatever's installed in your Anaconda base. So instead, now what I do when I create a new environment, let's do WTF2 as an example, is I add Python to the end. So when this gets created, Conda will install into your new environment whatever default version of Python you're currently running. So mine's 3.7. And you'll see that this took a lot longer, a little more like when you created the environment the first time in PyCharm. So now, if we browse to it again, we go to Anaconda 3 environments, you'll see that in WTF2 we now have the bin that we expect and the Python interpreter that we can select. Now, if you've already created your empty environment and you don't want to delete it and you want to install Python to it, that's actually really simple to do. You can just do conda install name of your old empty environment and then just add Python to the end. So again, it'll solve the environment. It'll list out all of these packages, including Python, and then you can just hit yes to install. Again, that'll take a while. But once that is done, again, we'll browse to this again now, add a new interpreter, Conda environment. If we now look in Conda 3 environments, if we now look in WTF, you'll see that your bin has been created and there is now this Python interpreter that you can select. So yeah, I hope that here helps clear up some confusion.